Hi Doug, this is Kate Bortinsky. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would she be doing this and what's in it for her? Well, the answer is simple. Oftentimes, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how to improve their online marketing strategy and the benefits it would have for them and their company. And other times, the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who's an expert and who isn't. So I have found that by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hand saying, "Hey Kate, I like you. Can you just handle this for me, please?" So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've seen and you're thinking, yeah, this information could really move the needle for my business, shoot me a message and we can have a deeper conversation. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan I give you and do it yourself, that works for me too. No harm, no foul. So now let me show you the 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. So the first thing I want to go over is content. What is content? Content is how Google knows what you do and who you do it for. Content is the information highlighted on your website that Google is sending back to their algorithm to tell them what you should be found for. There's also content you can't read, like images, but Google's able to read this text. So if we right-click on an image and hit Save As, you can see there are keywords hidden behind your images. The first few images on your website are optimized. We can see here that your information is correct. But when we scroll down, we can see that this image here does not have any optimized text. In reviewing your whole website, your header images are saved correctly. The other images on the page need optimization. So when we don't have enough content, and specifically keyword-rich content that your customers are searching for, how would Google know to show your business for that search term? We have found that most sites ranking in the top spots on Google have a minimum of 1,500 to 2,400 words on their website, and they're using the right keywords throughout their content. I went ahead and pulled a word counter, and right now your site is sitting at 341 words. So let's go ahead and check out one of your competitors, Helton Concrete. Their website is sitting at 2,072 words. They're using more keyword-rich content than you are, and that's getting their website more visits than yours. Now let's check out a tool I use called Ahrefs. Anyone can use it. I pay a few $100 a month for it. Essentially, it gives me behind-the-scenes insights of your competition and shows the keywords that they're ranking for to attract your customers. This helps me pinpoint the keywords that you should be targeting as well. So when I ran a quick search of another competitor, Homer Concrete, and now I usually do prefer to stick to the same competitor throughout this video, but none of them are doing everything right to use as a perfect example. So honestly, that just means that it'll be easier for you to outrank them once you get everything set up properly. So if I go in here and click on their keywords, it will show me the exact keywords that your competition is ranking for and what your customers are searching for every month. As you can see, your competitor is ranked number 1 for Homer Concrete and Homer Concrete Emily City with 110 searches combined a month. Concrete Calculator Network with 100 searches a month. And then Emily City Concrete with 30 searches a month, and they're also in the number 1 spot. So when we go back to your site and click on your keywords, we can see that you're not ranking as high as they are for these keywords because you're not optimized for these terms. So here's what Google does think your site is related to based on your current content. Emily City Concrete with 30 searches a month, and you're sitting in the 5th position. Foundation Repair Lapeer with 80 searches a month, and you're sitting in the 11th position. Moores and Masonry with 10 searches a month, and you're sitting in the 3rd position. This is probably Google just misunderstanding your brand name, because obviously your name is Moores Masonry. So somewhere in there an and has been added, and they're just misunderstanding what the key terms should be. And then lastly, Homer Concrete Emily City with 40 searches a month, and you're sitting in the 33rd position. I think Google is roping in Homer to concrete Imlay City searches. And because no one is trying to rank for specifically concrete Imlay City, that's why Homer has been roped into the search term. So when a potential customer is looking for your services in your local city, your website's not in Google's top spot, and they will likely never see you. Ultimately, that's costing your business thousands of dollars. So the first thing you need to do to dominate your competition online is incorporate more keyword-rich content onto your homepage. Because that's what's driving your competitor's business, and it's 100% beatable if you get this done. So now let's check this out. If we Google concrete Imlay City, normally we'll see Google ads pop up here if they're being ran. And Google ads can be a great option to generate some quick leads, but you need to make sure that your foundation or your website is dialed in, or those ads can be a money pit. So let's move on to the second key thing that I want to show you today, and that's citations. So you're probably thinking, what's a citation and why do they matter? That's a great question. You can see the Google Maps section, or what we call the map pack. You see the business's name, address, phone number, and that's known as your NAP. This is how Google verifies and gives relevance to your local business. So a citation is your name, address, and phone number listed on places like Yelp, the BBB, Yellow Pages, Facebook, and a couple hundred other directories. So now you might be asking, hey Kate, how do I rank in maps? So let me explain the number one thing that you can do today to push your business up the map pack. Most companies in the number one spot on Google have around 100 to 150 citations. When you have more citations than your competitor, you gain more trust from Google than they do, which pushes you above them in the map pick. Now you're probably thinking, great, how do I do that? Well, it's really simple. I'll use sites like WhiteSpark or Bright Local that will tell me exactly what directories your competition is listed on, and from there I'll literally go down the list and get you on the same ones as them. But I don't stop there, because we don't want to just match them, we want to dominate them online. So if your competitor has 150 citations, we want to match them and then add 100 to 200 more, so it takes them a long time to catch back up. Now, when we click into the map pack and we search for your business, we see it not showing up. And another reason for this, and another way to get you higher in the map pack, is to list your address. When I click into your Google business profile, we can see that your address is missing. And I'm assuming your business location is your home. So trust me, I completely understand not wanting to put it out there on your public profile. Google gives you less authority because of this, and they don't show your listing. So your listing will get an instant boost by adding your address. 40% of Google's search traffic visit the top 3 spots in this map pack. So it's crucial to get your business to the top of the map pack. So if you spend some time getting yourself more citations than the top 3 businesses here, and add your address to the Google business profile, we can get you placed into these top spots, and that would generate more business for you. So now let's talk about the third and final key thing that I want to cover with you today. Link juice, also referred to as backlinks. And this third pillar will really help you dominate on Google. So again, we're searching for concrete Imlay City, and when we look past the map pack, we can see that your site isn't sitting number 1 in the organic search. The top business on Google gets 39% of the clicks, while the second spot only gets 18%. So the top spot is where you want to be, and to get there, you need authority. So how do we get authority? Well, it comes down to your backlinks, and a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. Kind of like a vote of confidence, and in Google's eyes, this gives site B authority. It's kind of like a popularity contest, and the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link is. So let me give you an example. If you get a local blog or industry-related site, such as one of your suppliers like Masonry Direct, linking back to you, That's a great backlink. But if you're a concrete company and you get a backlink from, say, Lucky's linking back to you, that's not so great because you don't sell steak. So let's go back to Ahrefs. And in here, we're able to see that your site is sitting at 49 backlinks. When I click into them, and then I'll filter out the spam links, we can see that 42 backlinks are legitimate backlinks. Not bad, but not dominant. So now let's go back to Homer and see what their backlink situation looks like. They're sitting at 22 backlinks, and none of which are spam. So by adding even just one good backlink, this can be worth more authority to Google than over 100 irrelevant backlinks. So once again, how do we get these? Well, with Ahrefs, we can see exactly which sites are linking to them, and we can go get those same backlinks for your business. So getting you to the top of Google is not magic, it's a method, and I've shown you that method today. So in closing, we've gone over first content. You need to incorporate more keyword-rich content with at least 1,500 words on your homepage. Second, citations. You want to have 150 to 200 citations to beat your competition by a landslide. And then third, link juice. You need more relevant sites pointing to your website to show Google that you have more authority than your competitors. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be number one across Google. So what now? Well, you can either take this information I've shared with you today and run with it on your own. Again, I'm totally cool with that. No harm, no foul. Just send me a quick note that you've watched this video and your thoughts about it. I'd really appreciate your feedback. However, if you'd rather take the faster, more efficient route and want to save yourself the time and effort in learning to implement these strategies, you can give me a call at 810-358-5645 and we can have a deeper conversation. Once again, this is Kate Bortinsky and my phone number is 810-358-5645. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful day.